The Indiana Supreme Court is right now deliberating with what it's going to do with Indiana's new abortion law. Oral arguments concerning the constitutionality of the law wrapped up shortly after 10 o'clock this morning. Our Sierra Putman has been following the case ever since it started, and she was in the courtroom during those proceedings, and now she's joining us live at noon. And Sierra, I understand both the state and the ACLU of Indiana had to take a lot of tough questions in this case.
You know, Anne-Marie, they really did. And if you've never watched one of these proceedings, you should. It's really something. All the action happened right behind me in that chamber. And each side, both the attorney from the ACLU of Indiana and the state attorney, they only received about 30 minutes to give opening and closing arguments and answer questions from 5 justices. Now, today, it was Chief Justice Loretta Rush who gave the first question. Notably, she's also the only woman on the court. She pushed back on the state's request to basically decide the merits of this case, which is about whether or not this law violates the state constitution's right to liberty. Instead, the justices said they will only decide on what to do with the preliminary injunction, which is now stopping the new abortion restrictions from going into effect. They signaled they may consider blocking part of the new law, but not all of it, as this case moves through the lower courts.
There's been no presentation of how a narrower injunction would be appropriate even for these plaintiffs, and usually we don't have courts kind of making up on the fly alternative grounds or alternative injunctions for lawsuits. So that doesn't seem appropriate to me at this stage.
We'll have to evaluate whatever happens. As you all know, we have another case that's pending that's dealing with this law being attacked under the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, and we'll have to see what the court does. But we thought the trial court's decision was certainly correct, and we're hoping the Supreme Court agrees.
And the oral arguments ended and wrapped up in about an hour. We don't have a timeline for when a decision will come down, so theoretically, we could get one tomorrow or in the next few months. Anne-Marie?
All right, we'll keep an eye on it. Thanks so much. Sierra Putman reporting live for us downtown at the Indiana State House.